Welcome to Speak, Think, Serve, the blueprint for growth without burnout. Sharpen your words, strengthen your mind, and serve with intention.
Hey everyone, I'm Imani Rhodes here with Miles Carter. If you're new, this is for the doers, thinkers, and quiet leaders who want more without burning out. And if you caught our last episode, you know we're all about the power of intentional language. Today, we're digging into how the words you choose can literally raise the room, no megaphone required.
Yeah, and I love that phrase, raise the room. It's not about being the loudest person in the meeting or the job site. It's about using language that actually shifts the energy, the direction, even the respect you get. Imani, you've got a story about this, right? How you went from, what was it, poetic to precise?
Oh, absolutely. So I started out as a writer, right? I loved metaphors, painting pictures with words. But when I started running executive trainings, I realized sometimes people just want clarity. I remember this one session, I was talking about navigating the river of change, and I could see the room glazing over. So I switched. I started using words like clarify, commit, align. Suddenly people leaned in. It was like, oh, she's not just talking pretty, she's actually moving us forward. That shift, it changed my impact overnight.
That's so good. And it's funny because I used to think if I just say more, people will get it. But honestly, most folks are on autopilot with their language. They say, I'll try, or I think, and it just blends into the background noise. But when you use words with intention, you stand out. You sound like you're thinking a few steps ahead, even if you're not the boss in the room.
Exactly, and that's what we mean by raising the room. It's not about dominating, it's about elevating the conversation, the trust, the clarity. Whether you're in a warehouse or a boardroom, the right words can open doors. So, Miles, what does intentional language look like for you day to day?
For me, it's about being clear and direct, but also building unity. Like instead of saying, let's deal with this problem, I'll say, let's align on the next step. It's subtle, but it changes how people respond. They see you as someone who's got a plan, not just reacting. And honestly, it's a career superpower, especially for folks who don't want to be the center of attention, but still want to lead.
Yeah, and I think that's the heart of it. You don't have to be loud to be powerful, you just have to be intentional. So let's get into the words that actually do this, because there's a science to it.
All right, so here's the deal. We're going to build on the last chapter. We have 10 more words that can instantly make you sound more prepared, more credible, and honestly more promotable. And no, they're not buzzwords. They're just clean, sharp, and focused. Ready?
Let's do it. I'll read them out, and Miles, you jump in with the context. So first up, clarify. This one's my favorite. Instead of saying, can you explain, which can sound a little passive, I'll say, can I clarify something from earlier? It's more precise, and it shows you're engaged.
Yeah, and it's less likely to put someone on the defensive. Next is commit. This one replaces try. So instead of I'll try to get that done, you say, I can commit to Friday delivery. It's confident. People trust you more when you use it.
Third is align. I love this for team settings. Let's align before we present this. It's about unity, not just agreement. It's like we're in this together.
Fourth, prioritize. This one signals leadership. We need to prioritize client needs. It's stronger than just saying, let's focus. It shows you're thinking about what matters most.
Fifth, confirm. Instead of check or make sure, you say, can you confirm the specs before we order? It's clear, it's final, and it leaves less room for confusion.
Sixth, adjust. This is about flexibility. We'll adjust based on what we learn. It's not about being rigid. It's about being competent and adaptable.
Seventh, flag. This is a game changer. Instead of complain or report, you say, flag this if it causes issues. It's neutral, it's proactive, and it invites feedback without drama.
Eighth, elevate. This is for culture and service. Let's elevate the experience. It's about raising the bar, not just getting by.
Ninth, revisit. This one shows thoughtfulness. Let's revisit this after Thursday. It's not a hard no, it's a let's be smart about timing.
And finally, 10th, capture. Instead of write down, you say, let's capture these next steps. It's active, it's organized, and it makes you sound like you're on top of things.
This is a great set of level 2 words to start using. You'll see results with these for sure.
Agreed, and just pick 3 to start. Use them in your next meeting or huddle. You'll notice people respond differently. I remember a time, actually this was on a client call, I swapped I'll try for I can commit, and suddenly the whole tone shifted. They trusted me more. It was noticeable.
Same here. I once said, let's clarify expectations and capture a checklist instead of someone forgot again. The room went from finger pointing to problem solving. Language is leadership.
And it's not just us saying this. There's research, Harvard, Yale, even Julian Treasure's TED Talk that shows confident vocabulary and posture boosts trust and promotability. People who use these kinds of words are seen as more competent and more likely to get promoted. But you got to use them authentically. No one likes a walking buzzword machine.
Exactly. It's not about sounding fancy, it's about being focused. So if you're listening, think about which of these words you could swap in this week. Try it out, see what happens.
Let's talk about the science for a second. Studies from Harvard Business Review and the Journal of Applied Psychology found that the way you frame ideas can increase trust by 35%, and people who use precise, powerful words are seen as more promotable by 45%. That's not a small number.
And Julian Treasure, if you haven't seen his TED Talk, it's in the additional resources of this chapter. He says clarity and intentional vocabulary are crucial for influence. Amy Cuddy's research on presence? Same thing. Your words and your posture send signals about your confidence and your competence. People pick up on it, even if they can't name it.
And it's not just for managers or execs. I love the story about Devin in the warehouse when the production line stalled and everyone started pointing fingers. He just said, let's clarify who owns each part of this and capture what we'll do next time differently. The whole room shifted. He didn't measure the heat. He reset the thermostat. That's leadership right there.
I had a similar moment before a big workshop. I was nervous, so I practiced my top 3 phrases using the power 10 words. Instead of, I hope this makes sense, I said, let me clarify the next step. Instead of, I'll try to answer questions, I said, I can commit to answering your top concerns. The feedback? People said I sounded more confident, more trustworthy, and honestly, I felt it too.
So here's your action step. List your top 3 go-to phrases, the ones you use all the time. Rewrite them using 3 of the Power 10 words. Try them out this week. And if you want to practice, we've got another game for you in the additional resources. It's the level 2 version of the game in the previous chapter. These aren't just for fun. They actually help you build that communication muscle.
And if you're feeling brave, post one phrase in the community that changed how someone responded to you. Or just use flag, adjust, or clarify in a real conversation and notice the difference. That's where the growth happens, not just listening, but acting.
All right, that's a wrap for today. Remember, the words you use shape the respect you earn. Don't just talk, raise the room. Imani, always a pleasure.
Always, Miles. And to everyone listening, keep building, keep serving, and keep choosing your words with intention. We'll see you next time on Speak, Think, Serve.
You've been listening to Speak, Think, Serve, the blueprint for growth without burnout. Remember, ideas don't change things. Action does.